So, this video today is going to be my 5-ish photos from Nepal, which I absolutely love. So, let's roll the video and begin. So, as you know from my last video, or if you haven't watched my last video yet, why? But I have gone to Nepal. I've been to Nepal, and when I was out there I kind of set myself two projects photography wise. One was capturing local life out there, and the other one was capturing the life of ICS volunteers and what we did. Both of them I am trying to currently upload into a blog, which will be going on my new website coming shortly, so stay tuned for that announcement. But today I thought I'd show you my 5 favourite photos. I say 5, it's not going to be 5, there are a couple of more. But I took over 1,000 photos, and trying to condense it down to your favourite ones is really difficult. So it's a hard decision to make, but here they are. And we're going to start with this one, which I've called Hands. This was shot on my 35mm workhorse of a lens, which I've actually had since my days of owning an XT1. Bearing in mind I actually got the XT3 the day it came out, so that shows you how long I've had this lens for. And it's just a beautiful lens, it really is. I love it to bits. So bearing in mind this lens caught this image, and it was in monochrome because I pretty much only shoot my photos in monochrome. But yeah, there's something about it, the texture of the hand of the wood and the knife and the blade. It just all worked, and I focused on the ring. You know, just capturing and just cutting up a chicken and enjoying life like that, you know. So yeah, I kind of really liked this image. I thought it was a really nice image. So I absolutely loved it. But I also edited in colour as well. I don't know which one I like more, to be honest with you. Monochrome or colour. But the image and the feeling from the image still feels exactly the same. I just absolutely love it. I think it's a perfect image. You may not, but you know, I get a feeling from it. So that's number 1 favourite image of mine. Number 2 is a bit controversial. I've had some comments about this image already. And basically the comments I've had about it is, you're clearly taking a photo which has been done a million times before. A first world citizen going to a third world country, going to a school and then taking photos of kids that are in like a, I don't know, an underdeveloped school with only bars and wood as windows. Yes, okay, that is true. I was out there volunteering my time just to better the community they were in. And just to help them, really. So I can understand that complaint and that controversial thing. But I took this image completely naturally. And I actually took 4 because I had it on continuous mode at the time. So 4 photos within a couple of seconds of each other. And this is still probably my favourite image. I just love the whites on the eyes and they're all looking out. The framing's probably not exact and I missed the focus. As you can tell, the bars are sharp but the eyes are not. But I still love it, you know. It's still one of my favourite photos I've ever taken. And the moment I saw it, replaying it on the camera, I was like, amazing, I love it. But you know, you may like it, you may hate it. I understand the controversial meaning behind it. But at the end of the day, my job as a photographer and as a photojournalist is to show life as it is, not how it should be. I don't want to influence anyone, apart from to go and volunteer, you know, and to make a difference in your community. Other than that, you know, I just want to show life as it is, and unfortunately this is still how life is in some parts of the world. So my 3rd favourite image is going to be this one. Mainly because it's a story behind it. So one of the Nepali volunteers wanted to capture a photo of him smoking and she got a lovely photo of him blowing out smoke. And I wanted something similar because, you know, I believe it or not, as much as I don't like smoking, smoking still gives a nice image. So with this one, I just, you know, I asked him to pose originally, but then I started taking natural photos. The whole point of me doing my photojournalism style, and my tagline is just be.candid. So the whole point is I want to capture things naturally, and I want to be able to just show life naturally and honestly as it is. And whilst I got some photos of him not smiling or just, you know, trying to be fake with it, this ended up being my favourite one just because of how natural it is. Now this next one, however, is posed, and you can clearly tell it's posed. But I still like it because of the story behind it. So he was just a machine digging in the trenches we were building for the pipeline to go through the village. And he was always working, he was fantastic. And he grabbed my hand one day, and I think it was probably this day, and he was feeling my fingers here, and he was like, "Oh, your hands are so soft. Why are they so soft?" He said, "Have you ever done work before?" So because my hands were soft, he tried taking over a lot of the time and tried digging for me. I mean, I could have done it easily, but yeah. So I just wanted a photo of him and to congratulate him and say thank you, you know. I don't know how old he is, but he is by far one of the most hardworking people in that village. There is quite a few hardworking people, but got complete respect for him, you know. I don't know how old he is, but to do what he was doing, amazing. So my final image that I want to properly talk about, is this one. So I kind of edited it in, as I said, it was originally shot on black and white, as most of my photos are. But I edited this, and it looks kind of like sort of a roll of film. I don't know why, it's just got that feeling. But I love the way, like, this image just works. I got a very happy kid. She just came around, did a litter pick with us in the village. We were tidying up. I think it's one of our final litter picks we ended up doing here. And yeah, it was just perfect. There's just the way, like, the main thing I feel with this image is the way the light comes through the trees and touches the hands when they're high-fiving. I just absolutely love it, and I think that's perfect in a photo. It's like someone or some things just reaching out and saying, you two are now connected. And why wouldn't that be a great photo, you know? So yeah, they're my 5 favourite photos that I did take. To be honest with you, I've got a lot more. Probably the other one I do want to talk about is this little guy. So this one in monochrome and this one in colour. He's the village elder's son, and what we said about Nepali children is that they're so adorable that they should be illegal, because, you know, it's couldn't be anything further from the truth. Nepali children are the best. I find them so intelligent, so hardworking, so funny just to watch and be around. And even though they may not have a lot, they still know how to have fun, which was amazing to see. It was an absolute pleasure, you know, the fact that they weren't completely consumed by technology like I am and like anybody else is, you know, and it gives you hope. But this black and white photo was the first photo I took in the village. This is when I started telling everyone I was a photographer. This was shot on this lovely little guy once again, workhorse of a lens. And I just love his shirt and the way he's standing. He posed for me all the time. So yeah, you know, he's got his priorities kind of right, you know, with his shirt. But this one was taken on the same day I think I took the photo of in school. And he just came back and he was holding a gun. Straight away he wanted his photo taken. I just kind of love that image. Just kind of makes me feel, just brings back memories. Whilst I know with some photography that, in fact most photography is not also to make me feel, but to make the viewers feel something as well. I think it's just one of my favourites because I like it. I don't know if it's a good photo or not, but everyone seemed to be happy with it, especially when I printed it out on my Instax printer. So yeah, they're just some of my photos that I wanted to talk about. Mainly because I'm still unsure about how I'm posting them yet. But like I said, they are coming onto my website, which should be coming up shortly. I am doing a bit of work on it today, so hopefully in the near future, about a month or so, it should be completely up and running. Touch wood, we'll see. So yeah, I will do an update when that is out. Before long, my videos will actually start having me doing actual photography rather than me talking about my photos. And maybe then you will like them a lot more than just me talking. I know I'm not the best talker or the best explainer. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. So thank you very much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, b.candid. And I am sure that some of you might, or some of you might not. It's completely up to you. But if you do, thank you so much. It means so much to me as I try kicking off my photography career this year now. You know, trying to go full time into it rather than just part-time, the odd job here and there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all guys soon. Take care.